Sometimes my inspiration comes from all sorts of places, like things outside of me, like things I see in the day. But sometimes it also comes from, I think, inside me, and that happens more when I do things quietly, like meditate. The inspiration just comes. I quite like that. And try and see what's going on inside the head. And often that in itself brings me new ideas. I think when I'm doing my own projects, I'm more spontaneous.
What about you as a person?
As a person, I think I go to the opposite end. I become like over planning and probably drive my clients nuts. Yeah.
Okay. To the finest details, or you just go with the flow?
I would say for my own personal art, I normally go with the flow. Maybe because I'm very lazy and I don't like to plan ahead. But I feel that going with the flow also has its advantages. Like if I don't plan something out in detail, and if I just start, like for example, if I just draw one leaf, that leaf will inspire or tell me where to draw the next leaf. And so I just follow that. Not so much planning involved.
How do you start? What's the first step? What do you do?
First step, I go to the storeroom and then I take out the paper. Then I just...
You didn't make a coffee?
Oh yeah, that was before. That's not part of the art process. So putting it down and like laying out whatever colors I'm using, whether it's paints or color pencils.
Even choosing the right paper matters? I mean, of course it matters, but what I'm saying, it's a very big decision for you.
Oh, that's quite interesting. I never thought of it that way, but...
Because the fact that you brought it up.
Yeah.
because I wouldn't have even bothered. I would just grab any that is on the table.
Oh, interesting.
Because that's my step.
Oh.
I will just usually do a rough, then I will spend the time to look for the right paper.
Interesting.
What
Maybe
about
it's partly because you have a rough step versus the
also,
polished
you
artwork.
totally skip the rough.
Yeah. So...
You dive right into the artwork itself.
Yeah, I think...
What if you make a mistake?
Yeah, totally. There is a fear, like, because like maybe I've gone more than halfway, and like, what if I do one more thing and it's ugly and then I mess the whole thing up?
And what do you do when you go halfway and it's not going the way you want it to go? Do you pursue on, or do you stop the project and start again?
I think thankfully somehow that doesn't happen so often.
What if at midpoint you already realize you don't like it?
I think I might try to salvage it, which still takes a certain degree of self-belief, like I can still do this. I think if you're willing to explore, there might be solutions. I used to sketch beforehand, but I don't do that so much anymore.
Sure.
Usually more of the end result, but only more recently I learned to enjoy the process. Yeah, sometimes I realize that I'm not enjoying it and I feel frustrated, and then I question myself, like, you know, like I quit my job to do this, I should enjoy it, like how can I be like feeling tortured? So then maybe it's time for a break, to think what's not going well.
You brought up the fact that you do get frustrated over some projects.
Yeah.
Can you kind of like describe what was it like? Why did you get frustrated over it?
Sometimes it could be small things, like maybe I was quite ambitious and like planning a lot of detail, like I want to have a lot of detail, and it just I actually get bogged down by my own ambition. It doesn't feel free and spontaneous, but I'm just like every day coming back to the same piece and like adding in more detail. So sometimes that feels a bit frustrating.
But if you had set out to do detail work, you wouldn't expect it be too free in that sense?
I guess it's quite contradictory. Like maybe sometimes what I want is not what another part of me wants. One part just wants to play, and one part...
Right.
I guess at the same time there also might be some rewards. Like it's very satisfying when you complete something detailed.
Is there a specific corner in the home studio that you find most productive for yourself?
Yeah, I mostly work from our dining table, which I have colonized, so it's no longer about dining. Like, in fact, there's no
table.
eating allowed on the table. We have to eat on the floor now.
On the floor?
We just have a very small, like, knee-level table, like a coffee table.
What about considering getting another dining table?
We don't have that much space. It's just like a 3-room flat, so
Sure.
yeah, a lot of things often have to like multi-purpose. Yeah.
Serves several functions.
Yeah, I am a day person, so we generally sleep at about 10, so I wouldn't go past that.
Oh, okay.
Especially when I work with screens like the iPad. I very, very easily get eye fatigue. So
Alright.
yeah, I just need to take a break every 20 minutes. Otherwise, I'll start getting like migraines and eye strain. So yeah, I think that's also a fourth step that makes sure I stop at certain points.